mix-ups I've been having. Finally figured it out. So finally, with all the mishaps out the way, thank you for being there, being here with me tonight. Stream 85 plus channels and save up to $500. Too loud. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, shit. All right, now. How is everyone? All right. Is everybody doing all right? So what? Hey, Ghost Slayer. I'm doing something new. Um, this is podcast number 2. So if you would like to go back to my first podcast, which I uploaded, you can go on there and answer those questions that I had, like those top 5 questions of each thing I got on there, and I would go back in there and answer them. So like in the for the newer podcast, I can go back and say, "Hey, Gold Slayer 86 had answered a couple of those the questions that I had for the first podcast." So it's gonna be these podcasts gonna be question and answer based, so I get to know my subscribers a lot better, and we'll see how this goes for a while. Let's see if I just need to start basing my content on just podcast related stuff, if that makes any sense. But you can go to my TikTok to find my gaming content. I might go on a little bit later to do that also. I might go live. I need to go live so I can get my algorithms up on there too. So if y'all want to see gameplays, you need to saddle up and follow me over there now, because it seems like I'm only getting 4 views on on my gaming here, which was disheartening to me because I put in all that hard work and I wasn't getting any feedback at all. So that's why I considered using TikTok instead, because I didn't have to worry about the copyright infringement BS that comes with the music being played, or I can't have a certain type of music playing and stuff like that. I didn't want to go through that no more. So instead of going through that headache, that's what I decided to do. So it's good to see one of my subscribers um, come in. Oh, Gold Slayer 86. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Gold Slayer. So if y'all got any top five type things y'all want me to answer, I'm gonna let y'all be in control tonight. So, um, um, question. So let's see. I have my phone buzzing. I'm getting a lot of things on my phone, like contacts and that type of stuff. So don't worry about it. Yeah, excuse me. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Y'all can ask me any top five answer question based questions I meant here for this podcast. So that's pretty much the premise of why I want this podcast to be. So any of my subscribers can come in at any time and ask me anything, so I can get to know y'all a little bit better. It can be sports related, it can be gaming related, it can be um what's your favorite cartoons, your top five favorite cartoons growing up. Oh, let's see. What's your favorite let's see. What's your favorite sports teams? Like what's your favorite college teams or anything under the sun, like what's your favorite top five colors or anything. Y'all can ask me anything. And I'll be more than happy to give you those top five answers. And I would like for y'all to give me y'all top five in return. So this is pretty much the premise of what I want this to be. So I guess I'll be the one to start it off. Um uh I would say I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a sports related question. Just that's pretty much one of my things that a lot of my subscribers know me for is sports. So my top five, my top five NFL team are. And I know a few of y'all actually know this, but for those that don't know, um, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my number one. Let's go 49ers. Uh, number one, San Francisco 49ers. Number two, would be let's see, Steelers. Okay, let's see. Number three would be Um, the Packers. Who would it be? Broncos. Would be. See what my number would be. Growing up, I mean, for sure, top of my head, from my mind being like a steel trap, these were my top five. The reason why my number one was the 49ers was because it was one color off of being my high school football team's colors. Because my high school colors was red, white, and black. Terrell High School colors was those colors. The 49ers had gold in there, so they were red, white, and gold. And I kind of like their style of football also. So that's kind of, it was like, cause they used every player on that team. So like the running backs was used as like wide receivers. It was almost like a lot of people don't think like I think. But if you actually sit there and break down that whole system, it was like almost like pickup football, and everybody could could touch the football pretty much, except the front line. That's pretty much what it was like. Though. It was almost, if he could have got away with it though, he probably would have had a lineman to go out for a pass, like that what they call it, the all go. So that what made that offense fun for me to watch Bill Walsh's offenses back in the day. So if I ever get to be a head coach, Lord's willing, I would love to incorporate that in the high school and middle school ranks because everybody actually gets a chance to shine in that offense. So that being said, so that's the reason why the 49ers to me stands out. But defense, those old school steel defenses, even the corners will give you nightmare. I'm not knocking Oakland. Oakland, like those Raiders of that same era, because that front line was just as scary as the secondary that they had. But I'm a lineman at heart. So I guess it depends on what skill position you might have played in as an athlete yourself. And I guess if you played corner in high school or safety, I guess the Raiders would be your cup of tea. If that makes any sense. But for me, being a lineman, going back and watching those NFL films growing up, and that was kind of like my Bible of sorts. It was just like I would do my own homework in the SC. Even though I was born in the '80s, and to sit there and listen to all these at that time when those films was being filmed, future Hall of Famers, which are Hall of Famers now, they get to hear their reach to the top of the summit and to and the Steelers of the era being four starting defensive linemen of my skin color dominating the front line, and it seemed like the linebackers and the safeties and the corners got to feed off of what the linemen were doing, and being the dominant force of that defense to me spoke wonders to me. So that's why I put the Steelers in and leave the Oakland or LA Raiders out. I'm sorry if I might step on some toes by saying so, but that's me. Everybody got their own top five, so this is my top five. So that's why I would like to get y'all feedback when it comes to that for the NFL teams. Um, so if y'all don't want to answer that top five, or whenever y'all get a chance to later, like I did with my first podcast, you go in there later and answer if you want to. Excuse me. But gonna give y'all a little bit of time to marinate on that. Um, I'm not gonna give y'all a question now. So, what is your top five NBA teams? Or if y'all want to go another route, though. So, that's what I'm saying is it should be like a give and take. If y'all want to do like a different sort of top five, um, so like, in my last podcast, it was like a bio version of the top five, which was like, what's your top five movie genres? What was your top five music genres? And so, what was your top five video game series? And what's your top five Disney movies? Things of that sort. So, this is the premise of my podcast is to be different. Because everybody else's podcast might be just like historic meanings behind it, or, like history buff type style to it, or I want to spend my podcast getting to know the people that got me where I'm at with the 170 subscribers. And then when y'all get a chance, let people know that I'm doing a podcast now. Because this is, let me go ahead and let y'all know what I'm doing on TikTok. Uh, uh, Alright, so if y'all want to go on my TikTok a little bit later, um, I'm probably going to do more of my boxing, or I might go back and do my 2K. No, not 2K. I might do the NCAA 12. Like I said, for my gaming purposes for now because for some reason while I was on here I wasn't able to do what I wanted, which is to get a lot of views like I wanted. Spending all that time doing all my gaming content, and it got nowhere, which hurt. I spent all that time, and I could have been doing something else, creative wise. And that's the thing, though. And I said many times, like if there was anything wrong or that I needed to do differently, I'm all in. That it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Just let me know, like if I needed to. I posted a couple of things too, like y'all need me to do another gaming series or something like that. I didn't hear nothing back when I would go back and look for feedback and nothing. So this TikTok thing, so like I'm getting a lot more views on my live streams over there than I am here. So uh so um I think if I can get a lot more people chiming in, which I would love to see here, because of this podcast, I can start doing a lot more stuff with the chat. I might can start letting people be mods and stuff, and so that'll keep this podcast clean and stuff of that nature. Uh, I want my YouTube experience to be fun and outgoing, but if it's not going nowhere, we're gonna do like I probably done the last time. Just stop it completely and just focus on TikTok. So I don't want to do it, but sometimes lack of people wanting to view my content is gonna force my hand to shut it down again. but completely this time. I don't want to do it, but I wanted my content to brighten up somebody's day, and if they went through a bad day today, sometime during the evening or at nighttime, they can relax and see somebody else show their passions. I'm a passionate person though. Guys are passionate for the women and the young women that don't realize it though. We're passionate people too, but growing up though, men were supposed to be the ones that was like the ones that don't show their emotions on their sleeve, which is not healthy, first of all. So I'm that. I would kind of say I'm like a few of the gentlemen that's left that in a way don't want to see a female cry or be hurt, and that's the way that's the way I am though. I Chivalry to me is not dead. It's just like that's the way I am. When I grew up, the females of my family or my female friends, um, I if you hurt one of them though, you, you dealt with the wrong person that day. If that makes any sense, is that I'll rather see them happy than sad. You know, it's like put a hand on one of them, you definitely in trouble with me. So, I don't know if I'm going off. Yeah, I'm going off topic. But anyway, that being said, yeah, that's one other thing that y'all didn't know about me is that yeah, I'm passionate. Um, let's see. All right, if y'all don't have don't have any answers or if y'all don't have any answers or top five questions for me, I'm about to shut it down for podcast number two. Seems like I'm not getting any feedback yet again. Um, which is horrible. But so I'm gonna call it a night over here. Like I said, definitely after you see the ending of this podcast, that y'all float over to TikTok and see what's going on over there. Till next time, over here on YouTube, the Iron Grizzly is signing out.